All right, everyone, welcome to another episode of AIME's Grow and Get It. I got my man here, CEO of Major Money Matters, Mr. Major Singleton. I'm Tom Ahles, President of Growth here at AIME. Major man, welcome and thank you for your time today, my friend.
Tom, it's an honor. It's an honor just to be talking to you, man. You're a heavy hitter, and I'm just happy to have 10 minutes here with you. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, I'll tell you that we're the ones that are lucky today because you're doing a lot of things that are not only helping you grow your business. You know, you're over 100 million a year producer, really specializing not only with VA loans, but, you know, really all types. You built a great team. You got it down. One of the things that stuck out to me that you do that I've started to implement in my business is making sure that your agents, your borrowers, you're doing a weekly update, right? That goes over some of the details about, hey, what's going on with the market? Instead of your agents or clients finding this stuff out on Yahoo links or different links to where then your clients are getting poached, you got a real unique way and like a set system that really, you know, I'm going to be implementing this in my own business. But I'd love for you to tell me more about how you're educating not only your agents, but your consumers that you work with as well.
Yeah, so what I started doing was just making sure that the source of the information was me. And I do want to back up a little bit to talk about how I started, putting this together. So what I would do is as I got transactions, I would engage, the borrower side, that realtor, you're already working with that realtor 9 times out of 10 on the borrower side. But I started wanting to grow my influence. So I would reach out to the listing side and I would say, hey, I put out a weekly update, just to let you know what's going on in the market, let you know what's happening with interest rates, where we see different economic factors affecting the market. And what I would do is I would add them to a list. And that list began to grow and grow and grow. And right now that list is probably at about 150 agents or so across 6 states that I send that information out to. And you start being an expert on, just the market, and they look forward to your market updates and keeping you going there. So I wanted to be the source of information to form the dialogue. And originally it was only to realtors, but the realtors started, saying, hey, can I share this with my clients, or is this exclusive to me? So then I started saying, okay, I have to change my tone and change the information a little bit so it's more buyer focused. So it became a buyer realtor update.
Man, that's smart. So not only are you doing it with the agents that you have deals with, but you get a listing agent on the other side. It adds that to that, and then you start providing a value to them, which then at that point is creating. I mean, see, to me, when we even had our first conversation, I like doing it for my clients that were pre-approved, the agents I work with, but just another awesome step. Add even the agents on the listing side, continuing to educate and grow. So let's talk a little bit about the technology on this. I mean, who are you getting your market data from that you're sharing?
So I will say that our main source that I get my stuff from is MBS Highway. It's a good source to be kind of like a starting point to give context to information. I think Barry Habib does a great job of giving context to information and not just spewing information out there. So that's why I start. And then, if a report comes out, existing homes report or something like that, and I want to dig more into it, I'll go look that up and look at the exact report or something like that. Market Watch is another thing, another source that I keep an eye on, just because they kind of ask like controversial questions that I could turn into, video content or something like that, just because you start hearing things in the market. So that's the source. I do on my updates, I do look at, put out, just the charts. I take a screenshot of the MBS charts where mortgage-backed securities, and I don't get really technical with it. I'm very glossy over the top with where, mortgage-backed securities are trading. And now anybody that follows me on YouTube or something, they kind of know, what that means. When they see that chart goes lower, they know interest rates are higher. And they know, hey, if that chart's trending higher, they know, hey, interest rates are trending to be a little bit lower, kind of stable. So, it's just giving people a high level view, because you don't want to really get into the details of stuff because it gets really boring.
Right, 100%. I mean, everybody, for the most part, it takes a quick explanation to understand one of those candlestick charts. But you can look at it and say, okay, man, rates are either going up or down. But to be able to have that source of information is huge. I know it's been something that's been lacking in my own business, that I have clients, they'll reach out and ask, or realtors, hey, what's going on? They're hearing it from a third-party source. You're being the man with the education. So tell me, You get the information from them, then you're sharing it either via email or your YouTube channel, but you're adding another layer of personality to it, right? You're doing this as either a bomb video or having some sort of integration with you explaining what's going on, so they don't need to try to figure out one of these candlestick charts on themselves, correct?
Yeah, so I started out with Bomb. I mean, today it's, you know, I progressed and we're putting it on my YouTube channel, and I have a video editor that's more, you know, he's doing things and stuff with that and everything. But anybody can do this for your local area, because I started out with a Bomb video, and I would do a Bomb video and I'd share my screen, and I just go through. I'd have like 7 or 8 tabs open. I talk about charts. I talk about this article. I talk about this article. And, you know, I do a 5-minute to 10-minute video just to keep, you know, everybody informed and everything. And then I would email that out through my CRM or whatever. I'd send that out. Now, today it has progressed into a Bomb or into a YouTube channel and everything. But everybody doesn't have to do that, because that's an additional cost. You have video editor and all that stuff. But now, you know, anybody can do this on a Bomb or something like that. It's
Absolutely.
really simple to do.
So what would you say, how much time in your week, because you've been doing this for a while, right? I mean, I caught on to it and I'm like, man, it's such a simple task that I want to implement in my own business. But how much time would you say you spend on this per week?
I wouldn't say I spend, well, collectively putting together the story, you know, in my personal way. I probably spent about 45 minutes telling the story, putting the story together. All throughout the week, I'm gathering stuff. I'm like, oh, I'll talk about this on Friday, or I'll talk about this on Friday, and this plays into this and everything. And people got to understand, when people are calling you saying, hey, I read in the news that interest rates dropped, they're reading that interest rates drop. But those people that are saying that, you know, you might have, it's not that rates dropped. You know, prices.
The trigger. Trying to get somebody to give them a call over something that hasn't even. We get it all the time. Hey, I heard rates dropped. No, it was 5.25 yesterday. Today it's 5.24. They dropped.
Exactly. So people, and you have to really put things in context. So I'm gathering data throughout the week, you know, through Monday through Friday, and then, you know, a Thursday afternoon, you know, I have a time slot in my calendar where I'm like, okay, these are the things that I want to talk about. But you have to figure out how they flow together to tell the story that you want to tell.
Yes.
And then Friday morning, I'm getting up and I'm putting everything together and saying, hey, this is my story from start to finish. And this is how I'm telling the story. Continuation from last week, you know, into this week and going forward. So it's not a lot of time.
Major, I really do. I think this is part to where you've helped me. And what my goal is to help brokers as well, just get a good way to go out and grow and get it. We're talking about a 45-minute to an hour actionable item. You're spending the week trying to formulate how you're going to articulate it in a very easy manner, and then blast emailing it out, especially to listing agents that you don't have a relationship with. You're coming forth as an educator. And I can tell you, for me, if someone wants to educate me compared to selling me, that's going to be my guy. So it aligns perfectly with not only how I have built my own business when I'm talking with clients, but I'm looking forward to implementing this. So Major, I can't thank you enough. Major Money Matters. You've been a good person to bounce off to for any VA sources. Just a really bright light in this industry, doing a lot, good at team building. Thank you for your time. Thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of AIME's Grow and Get It. We'll be back here every week, Monday at noon Eastern, 11 Central my time. Or you can check out this video as well at our AIME National on YouTube. And while you're there, you can even check out my guy Major's YouTube channel. Major, what's your YouTube channel so they can get a visit of this?
It is Major Money Matters. Major Money Matters is the YouTube channel.
A good little plug for Major too. You can see what he's doing. I think the key in our industry, and especially as an association, is collaboration. To where that's how some of these best practices are learned. So thanks again, everyone. We'll be airing this in our Brokers Are Better group every week. We hope to see you again next week. Everyone, have a great day.